How are we all? Happy Wednesday. Just check the stream's all good. Is the volume all good? Audio all good? Morning. Welcome back to another stream, guys. Just gonna check it's all good. Alright, sweet. Let me just get some music. How are we all? How's our week been so far? We've obviously had some pretty great moves on gold, which has been awesome. So I hope you guys capitalized on those. The first half of the week's been absolutely mental, and it's literally just been the same setup over and over again, which we'll run over. Nope. Welcome in, guys. Welcome. All right. So what we'll do, we'll crack right into it because I think we're going to get a move here shortly. To get rid of all these. Actually. Hold on. Reset. Restart capture. There we go. Alright, we're good now. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the move. So pretty much the move that we've caught all week has just been the same thing. You know, we get the 4-hour open in Asia, which will be closing soon. Take some lows and then just buy it back into all-time highs. So like these levels, 4-hour, obviously they're the highs, maybe even these lows. And literally we've just been taking the same trade each week, each day. So I haven't really taken any, I don't even think I've taken any sells this week just because it doesn't, I don't know, it didn't really make sense when gold's around all-time highs, and you can see these trades take the lows, push higher down here, take the lows, push higher, take the lows, push higher. It's sort of just been the move that's been the most consistent. So again, what I'm looking for today, we obviously had a little bit of a liquidity grab down here. So could you see it push from there? Maybe. But yeah, I mean, you're in this little range at the moment. So oh, is it Sammy? True. Do we have any news on today? Let's have a look. You may get, price could keep buying up there. What's that? That's like 55. There's your liquidity grab, but we're also going to get that 4-hour close in about 25 minutes. So yeah, I agree, Mikey. The same thing happened yesterday, where was it? I think it was here. No, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, here. Same thing happened, it started to reject without grabbing these lows, and then we got that big 4-hour wick, and then that's when the push came. So it may push here, but again, you've got a lot of people that they'd be buying from here. But again, it's showing that 11 a.m. Brisbane time candle seems to have a fair bit of movement. You could see, even if, you had buys from there, you'd still have your stop loss here, and it may push, but you don't know at the end of the day. Whereas if you wait and you see something like this, that's going to give you miles more confidence to then take those buys, because you're trading in line with the trend, and this setup's pretty much been the thing that we've seen happen for the last 3 days consistently at all-time highs. So even if you do get buys there, I'm not going to be taking them. You could even see that. We just don't know. All we can do is react. But yeah, I found trading before that closure has been, can be bad news. Yeah, all ordering Lambos, absolutely. How's everyone else's week been so far, though? Yeah, go the Lions. It's going to be a huge game this weekend. It's going to be a dangerous day to be a beer, that's for sure. Oh my gosh. We may see it push, but again, I wasn't on the charts in time to catch any kind of entries, and having 18 tick stop, not too bad. But yeah, if you're looking again at the higher time frame, did we grab any? We grabbed that 4-hour low, and then you've got this 1-hour low, and then you've got this huge wick fill on the 4-hour. But look at gold, it's just been absolutely pumping. Yeah, there was a trade there, but I don't think we're going to have any shortages of trades. Let's see, could go bang, bang, bang through there. Because you're sort of stuck in this range here. If it does keep pushing, so be it. It's not my trade. Yeah, go the Lions. We've gone from nowhere to granny, which is awesome. Yeah, I agree. Obviously the trade was there, but the confidence-wise, I think, unless you're risking off these lows, and then even then you're trading in a range before a 4-hour close, there's nothing stopping the next 4-hour pumping through there, and then flipping. We do have, at 11:30 we've got AUD CPI as well, so I don't know how that might move the market, but there is news at 11:30. Rejecting here now. Yeah, it's valid. I'm personally waiting for the same thing I've taken the last 3 days. 4-hour open, grab lows, close back above, buy into the highs, into the wick fill. What's that? 19. It's not worth it. I don't want to take something for 20 ticks when You get something for 70, 80 ticks. I do like trading into liquidity, but just with it being at all-time highs, I've just found this to work quite nicely the last few days. And we've got news at 11:30, so that'll be interesting. What's it saying? Forecast less than previous. I don't really understand. Fundamentals too much. Actual greater than forecast is good for the currency. So if the forecast is less than the actual, I don't even know what that means for gold. We'll see. We'll react. We will react. Good to be back on stream with you guys. Drop a little like if you haven't already. Obviously nothing on here is financial advice. Do not invest money that you're willing to lose, as my little disclaimer down here says. No, it shouldn't be, Chris. I'm on the 30-minute, mate. I'm on the 30-minute chart, not the 15. There's only like a 4 or 5 second delay on the Zoom, on the stream. Should be pretty, what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, like 4 or 5 second delay. Yeah, there's 15 close shortly. Close back into the range by the looks of it. Yeah, see, we're in this huge push. Oh, hey Carl, how are you, mate? Thanks for tuning in. Oh yeah, I gotta post my little link. If any of you newer guys do want to learn the strategy or anything like that, I'll post a little link if you want to join us. But good to have a few of the FWA lads here as well. I don't know why this link doesn't work. Yeah, it'd be good to have you back, mate, of course. Yeah, literally same setup, just playing out again, which has been good. Nah, shouldn't be, mate. Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I'm not. I shouldn't be 5 minutes lag, mate. $146. Let me see. $146. No, shouldn't be. Yeah, all good. I just checked. There is a slight little delay, but can't help that. $20, $28. How's this hourly looking? Grab lows, push bullish, grabbed highs, rejecting. Yeah, it doesn't help, mate. Definitely does not help. I wasn't on the charts for it for the close. I was just coming to the charts. So, plus, as we were saying, there's all these lows here to give me a bit more confidence seeing something like this happen. But yeah, it was a valid trade, but you just have to be managing aggressively once you start grabbing these highs. This is what we've got to look at. Again, if you're looking at the 5 minute, you're probably going, oh, sweet. You know, buys here and awesome. 13 ticks, 14 ticks. But if you zoom out, you're on the hourly. You've bullish doji, bearish, grab lows, push bullish, grab highs, closing bearish. You're in this no man's land. That's why it's so important to zoom out. Even these, like bearish, bullish, bearish, doji, and then looking like it's rejecting. Until we get something decently strong closer or some sort of confirmation of volume coming in. It'll be interesting to see this AUD CPI news at 11:30 though. I'm not too sure how that'll impact it. But 4 hour, looking incredibly doji. Which means, you know, the next one could come down, grab lows, push bullish. It could come up, grab the highs, push bearish. But once you get your breakout, this wick fill, 42 ticks, 40 ticks, I think that'll be lovely. It's just a matter of getting confirmation. But yeah, if this can create some liquidity, range a bit, take some lows, and you've got buys all the way up into here. How's the daily? Yeah, so this daily could very well flip and drive up into those wicks, which is 57 ticks. So doing that analysis, if you go, okay, well, a wick fill could be 57 ticks, and when you're down on the 30 or the 15, you just sit there and just wait for it to show up. Cheers, Chris. I was just saying while we're waiting for gold, what's everyone else been up to? What's been happening this week? Anything exciting? Need a haircut, man, honestly. It's ridiculous. Fiance's birthday today, going away for a couple of days. Oof, nice. Yeah, gotta make that bank for the birthday trip. That's good. Are you going away for the rest of the week, sort of thing, over the weekend? Just 2 nights. Nice. Let me try something else. No. Oh, there we go. I don't know why it doesn't work on my computer. Pin. There we go. Fridays. Oh, of course. Yeah. You guys get a public holiday for the grand final. That's mad. Adam, yeah, we're all just saying we're potentially looking to see it take these lows when the 4-hour opens and then catch the buys into this daily wick fill here. But could do anything. There's also news at 11:30. Well, not the easiest. Full time as a plumber and day trade. Keep at it, man. That's awesome. Yeah, it would not be easy. I used to work eight till 5:30, which is really like 7:45 till 6-ish, and only get Thursdays and Sundays off, which made it very, very tricky. I remember I used to rush home to try and catch London session, and I'd stay up for US, have a crap US session, go to bed at 1 a.m. By the time it's done, lie there, be like, oh, you traded crap, and then wake up and go to work, and it was bloody painful. Work from home trading, doing it full time. Yeah, it's good, man. I don't I don't think it'll ever be something I do full time as a sole source of income. I'm working on building another business at the moment, which has had a fair bit of time go into it. But trading's always just a passion project for me, and obviously been with the FWA team a while now. So yeah, if I can impart some sort of wisdom or ramble on, you might pick something up. Mark, Grads and Lions. Yeah, thanks, Brad. I'm stoked. I didn't get a ticket. No, I'm not going to make it this time, which is a bit of a shame. But it's funny. I think Qantas have put their ticket prices up to like 1,500 to fly down. I was talking to my mate I live with. He organises like all private jet charters and stuff like that. He's like, mate, it'd honestly be cheaper if you got a group of 8 mates, go in with like 2K and split like a jet, and you'd get down to Melbourne, return, and it'd be like $500 more than buying flights to Melbourne, which would be mad. Like chartering a jet down to Melbourne, that's pretty much the same price as Qantas, but you'd have to have a crew, which is funny. I'm sure there'll be a bit of that happening. Yeah, James, depending what time you knock off, mate, like London is fantastic. If you're finishing 3 or 4 p.m., you can catch London, even into pre-New York. Yeah, it's ridiculous, Carl. It's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, if you had a big group of mates, it'd be cheaper to split a private jet down to Melbourne. Well, not cheaper, but it'd be like $400-500 more to split a private jet down to Melbourne, which is just crazy. That would be such a sick trip. It's on my list. I want to go on a private jet at least once. Yeah, that's it, James. Like if you've got, I don't know if you just got an AirPod in, or you're just ticking away, just hear us chatting, and then you might pick up something you can use on London. But yeah, London. Like if I had to choose, I'd probably pick London. You get some great moves. Obviously, Asia's been fantastic recently. 5K for last year's granny flights and tickets. I freak. Yeah, that's it. It'd be a expensive weekend. Yeah, how many ticks for the PJ? Yeah, James, London doesn't open till 5 p.m. Brisbane time. You get the pre-London about 4 p.m. So if you knock off, I don't know what time you knock off, but if you knock off early arvo, then you definitely sit down from like 4 till 5 or 5:30, and there's often, there can be some really great moves that happen. Yeah, good man, James. Good man, good man. Here we go. Here comes that 4-hour close. Holy smokes. I mean, that was valid, but who knows what the 4-hour can do. If this just rips the highs, then that'll be, Trading personal. Oh, no, I'm not trading personal at the moment. Not trading personal, just with funding. And I haven't used FTM. I've used Alpha Capital Group. They were quite good. Perfect direction. Struggle per. Yeah, Marley, that's it, man. Half the mission's direction. Like, just set your stops, but let them breathe. Like, put it below a. You could look to put it below a liquidity grab on a higher time frame. Just let the trade breathe if you think you've called the direction. Here you go. Here's a 4-hour. Lee, you may be on the futures chart. There you go. There's your wick fill. It's interesting, you haven't grabbed any of these lows now. Yeah. Keep in mind too, as I've said with Aaron, obviously he's been doing it for years and years now, but I know for a fact when he's on the 5 minute, he's got the higher time frame, the 30 minute and the hourly in mind. He's not just looking at the 5 minute, which for me, even when I was starting out, I'd found most of my losses were coming from the 5 minutes. I was getting too caught up. So in the early days, you know, focus on you can look at focusing on your higher time frames direction and then just doing it like that, and then over time you can refine on the 5 minute once you understand the multi-time frames. That helps heaps. Yeah, Mikey, 100% unexpected, but the other good thing, if this starts rejecting from here, so many people will be shorting from here. Stops above there, so I mean at some point you may find it dip down and then smash through. It's such a small window in Asia, hey, that 11 till 12 window. Yeah. Yeah, it's literally been the same. I mean, technically, you did take out this 4 hour low, so you may have looked to do something like that, but I didn't jump on the charts till this open, so I wasn't ready to take it straight away, but yeah. Yeah, I know with the futures chart too, for some reason, it's an hour ahead, so on the futures, it'll still probably show that there's an hour to go before it closes. Get rid of that. The trade yesterday you sat in. Yeah, pretty much. Where was it, this one? That one? Yeah, honestly, I had this drawn up. We had this messy little range here. As soon as this, it was around here, as soon as this closed above, I just literally set my stop below there, was targeting these highs, and just walked away. I was like, if it hits a stop, that's invalid, it's probably just going to range, and it sort of mucked around a bit and then pushed. And once I got to my targets, which were here, which was that level that I know Aaron spoke about, to make almost like a head and shoulders, then I just trailed the fives and it took me off about there. Earlier during Asia. No. This one? Is that Asia? Yeah. Yeah, what I've been mucking around with is obviously, again, that was the 4 hour open, push down. Had this one. As soon as we grab these lows, risk off there. And as soon as this, I think it was on that, believe it or not, it was on the 30 that I took. I was actually at the gym. But yeah, as soon as that closed like that, grabbed all those lows with the 4 hours, as soon as we started breaking these 30 highs, I was more like, okay, this is a valid area I can risked off it, tried like into them lows. And then as soon as this candle pushed, rather than going break even, I've been trialing just moving my stop below the candle that pushed on the 15, which takes it from a 23 to a 13 tick risk, and just letting it rock, because otherwise you find you go break even, usually get tagged, and then it pushes. And I just set it as soon as that push, left my stop below there, and sort of just forgot about it, set some alerts. That was pretty straightforward. I went to the gym, wasn't at home, went to the gym, then I came home, cooked a really nice lunch, and yeah, no need to sit and watch it, just let it do its thing. I hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, I'm just trialing to have a more fixed approach to managing risk and going break even, because I find like if I manage to aggressively or go break even, you can often get taken out when, you know, daily highs have a high chance of being grabbed. So you get taken out for 30 ticks and then price runs up an extra 50 ticks to daily highs. And it's like, well, that level was valid, but I was just overmanaged or, you know, trailed 15s that you can get taken out. But yeah, it just depends what works for you. Hey Mark, entered positions yet? No, not yet, man. Not yet. Good to have you on stream, Nathan. Thanks for tuning in, mate. Drop a little like for the stream, guys, if you haven't already. Get that algo working. Get the Asia session takeover. Get the Asia session takeover. Trailing 5 minutes, that was funny. Yeah, I'll show you. There was a trade. Where was it? Even trailing the 15s can be a bit aggressive sometimes. Yeah, okay, perfect example. This trade I took lows. 5 flip valid for buys. I mean, maybe, but you've also just, this 30's pushed up, grabbed highs, now you're rejecting, so you could take it. Where are we? Yeah, I mean, potentially if you wanted to. 30 ticks, yeah. Makes sense. Does make sense. I can't obviously say if you can or can't take it, but it does make sense. This 15 minutes. Yeah, so see, I was trailing 15 lows, and then this took me out here, and I had this area marked up that this was going to get taken. So I got taken out for what, just under a 1-to-1 when I had this marked up, and that was 130 ticks. And I'm like, this level, being a daily level, had a high chance of getting hit. So even though it was good management doing this, if I just moved my stop, you know, after I entered below this candle that pushed and left it there, which halved it from like a 30 tick risk to a 10 tick risk and left it, then I would have squeezed out what, like a huge risk to reward on a level that I had confidence that it may get hit. Yeah, no, it's, but this is good, because a lot of people be doing this. A lot of people be doing this. Looking, oh yeah, sweet, we got the big play down. Again, guys, don't always get too focused on this, because if you zoom out the 30-minute, what have we done? Closed bullish strong, driven up, grabbed the highs, now we're closing back bearish. 15. Bullish, grabbed highs, closing back bearish, maybe doji, that could flip, but, you know, I don't even want to see like that. Yes, the 5 minute is probably entries, but if you're looking at this, you're going to get, you know, oh, sweet, take that breakout, stops below there. Oh no, I've just been tagged. Where you look at the higher time frames. Hourly, closed bullish if it was going to keep driving, you know, bottom wick and drive, but it's top wicked and flip back. So, and you're going to get the 15 close in 5 minutes. So just, you know, sit on the 15 and do that as well. Especially in Asia. Asia, the lower time frames cannot be your friends at sometimes. Could you have sells here? Maybe. 30 ticks. But see how this 15 closes. This is how you don't get burnt in Asia. Copper. I haven't even looked. I don't think I'm going to jump on the copper train. Holy smokes, look at that. Wow, it's moving so nicely. Yeah, wow, it does actually move quite nicely. Yeah, I haven't even looked at it. I've just been sticking with gold because I understand how it works. But maybe something I can look into. But for now, happy with Goldie. Does anyone have anything else you want to look at? If the 5 did flip, made the third flip bullish, totally here. I got those charts open, thanks. Charts all open, yeah. Yeah, and even, you know, even if you were taking the flip of the 5, where's your stop going to be? Well, that's not really a valid spot. That's not really a valid spot. That's not a valid spot. Your stop would probably have to be, you know, there if you wanted it on the higher time frame, 35 ticks. Or if you are taking it off the 5 minute, if that flipped, your stops could be there, but, you know, you've then got a 26 tick stop into a 30 tick take profit. Yeah, I just say it time and time again. You know, there's nothing that you miss on the 5 that you don't see on the 31st. Like, all down here. All this noise. Nothing. Grab lows, close with a, you know, bulls push back up, close bullish, bang. In all this, on the 30, there's nothing happening. If you were looking in this, you'd be, oh yes, sells in there, and yeah, you might squeeze 20 out there and 18 out here. But over the long run, you've taken all of this. You've taken 4 or 5 trades in Asia before the 4 hours even shut. And then you come back here, and by the time this move happens, you're absolutely cooked because you've already used all your decision making, and like the 4 hour hasn't even closed yet. So it's like you will miss trades, but you just got to pick which trades you think are going to be more favorable than others. Like for most of these positions this week, I've missed sells down into the liquidity, but that's been fine because I've been like, okay, there's a higher chance in a probability sense the price is going to buy. We're bullish, we're at all-time highs. If I miss sells, cool. I'll happily miss 20, 30 tick sells if I can catch 100 tick buys. Fine, you know what I mean? But if you're scalping, it's different. I feel like, obviously, with the higher time frames, it's like anything, you know. If it's trending, like these sells yesterday, there was absolutely no reason to sell. You've just closed bullish. You're at all-time highs. Yes, you know, oh no, it ripped 110 ticks, but there's no entries there. It wasn't your trade. There's no reason you would have been selling that at all-time highs. Yeah, exactly, Chris. Missed the losing ones, absolutely. So 15 is going to close here. I mean, your entry, you could have looked at something like that, but I wasn't on the charts in time. And you had the 4 hour closing with, you know, the T's in this area. So sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. It is what it is. But I've had some fantastic trades this week, so yeah. See if it's 15, so again, close and doji. See again, like a 1-to-1. Could you take it? Yes. Because a lot of people are shorting from here, but bullish, bullish, bearish, bullish, pushing bearish, 15, big doji. So save your mental capital for when the moves come in. Yeah, again, like buys to me. So many people be shorting from here. Where are their stops going to be? Stop's going to be above these highs. Thinking they've got this huge play down. Get popped. Bam. I think we're almost at 250 subscribers too, which is cool. 248. Almost at 250, which is pretty cool. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Hopefully there's some value from me yabbering on. I ran out of oats this morning, so I just had to have like a yogurt and berry smoothie, but it was actually quite nice. 250 subscribers plaque. Hope so, man. It'd be cool to get to 100k eventually. That's a long way down the track. That's the other thing I was going to ask you guys. I put a poll up. I know trade breakdowns can be valuable, but are there any videos that you would like to see that may help if I, make some videos? I was thinking about doing one on like the Asia setups that we've been taking. But yeah, if you have any suggestions. Yeah, Lambo giveaway. No worries. If you have any suggestions for videos you might see value in, can definitely look at doing them up. Pardon me. Yeah, higher time frame, definitely. Yeah, as I've said, my higher time, I don't know why my eyes are itchy. As I said, my tendency leaning towards a higher time frame just came from journaling, and obviously my personality. I just found I was like, hey, most of the losses I'm taking are on the 5 minute. Most of the wins I'm taking are on the 15 and the 30 minutes. So I'm just going to stop looking at the 5 minute, and that's where There's something about the 30-minute time frame on gold. It's just so clean. Some of the moves, like even this liquidity grab, close the even if you took a punt on that, 15 ticks and look like it. There's just something about the well, that's the 15, but yeah, the same point. Like, I don't know what it is about the 30-minute. If you look at most of the liquidity grabs on the 30-minute, how respective they are. Here, bang, didn't grab 30 lows here, here. Maybe just there, not there. And then you get runs like this, grab lows, close. You take the break of those highs, risk off that. Doesn't grab low, no low, no low, no low, no low. So if you just trailed lows, you get taken out to 150 ticks on the 30-minute. Yeah, right, 30-minute. Yeah, can definitely look at making something like that. Because it changed my trading dramatically. And what I'll do with the 30-minute, I'll come onto the charts. Like here, for example, if I come on, let's replay it. If I come on the charts here, the first thing I do is literally do this. There's a range there. And set alerts, see what happens. Okay. Close and break above. Maybe then we could look for an entry. There's your grab. I don't even know if this may have played out, but if you were anticipating that's breaking above, targeting those highs, boom. You've taken about 2 minutes of analysis. Draw a range, wait for it to break out. You've got your grab, which makes it valid. This doesn't work 100% of the time, but 25 ticks, as soon as that starts pushing, you can look to go below there, target the highs, bang, you've just closed a 60 tick trade. And you've spent 1 minute looking at price. Set an alert here, and then, yeah. Whereas on the 5 minute, if you look at that, I don't know if it'll save this. You've gotten chopped up on the 5 minute in all of this. Sell here, stop loss, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. You look at the 30 minute, you see this, you're like, I'm not really keen on trading that. Even when this fakes out of that level, grab there, target the highs. When volume kicks, it can be a very, very nice time frame. Hopefully that makes sense. What they don't understand is when you enter and what give. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, my main thing, obviously I've got, we never know where price is going to go, but just because I've been trading this way for a while now, I do have, I guess, there's a degree of intuition and sometimes like confidence in terms of probability of levels it'll get hit. And because I can only control risk, I'll literally base my trades around, is there a valid place for my stop loss? And if there is, I'll take the trade, adjust my risk and risk off the stop loss to a point where if the trade hits my stop loss, it's like, well, it was a valid trade, so I don't really care. I didn't like trade for hours, but for me, it was going right way and it ends up hitting target, doesn't fit. Yeah, Aaron still swing trades as well on the 30-minute. Like yesterday, on the 30-minute, leave it and let it rock. I know, obviously, with streaming as well, and I even find that with streaming, with the lower time frames, you can't really take a trade on stream and then sit on stream for 5 hours. So the scalping makes sense, but it's still definitely in line with the 30 and the 15. It's why we don't FOMO into breakouts. Oh, so you almost grabbed that 15 low. No, the thing with the strategy works on all time frames. I mean, you look at Aaron's trade from last night. He took it on the 30, set his stop loss, and then went out for an hour or two. Yeah, it works on all things. I've used it on stocks like ASX stocks, I guess crypto to a sense. It's literally the same principles. It just comes down to patience. Obviously, the higher the time frame. Yeah, definitely, Matt. It's, as I said, it's the only thing I can control is risk. So if there's been a liquidity grab that's a 4 level, I'll be like, hey, I'll risk off that. There's clear highs to target. Closure above and take the trade. And I'm not really worried if it hits my stop if the trade's valid. Thoughts on crypto? Don't really have any thoughts on crypto. I think everyone's got their own thoughts on crypto. Probably can't give too many thoughts on crypto. Yeah, gold's NAS is its own beast. NAS is its own beast. I still tell the story. My first Top Step funded account, which was late last year, I actually blew it in 2 days trading NASDAQ in the US session. It's got absolutely carved up. NAS is its own beast. You have some amazing days with NAS, and then you have some days where it just absolutely kicks your butt. We got that news coming out in 2 minutes as well. That AUD CPI, so be interesting to see if we wick down on the 30 closure. I don't know what the news will do, but we will find out in about 1 minute and 30. Yeah. I mean, fundamentals are important, but I got a preference towards technicals. I think fundamentals, as we've seen, still follow liquidity. You have big spikes to lows with highs to grab, and yeah, they work hand in hand with each other. But I think higher time frame fundamentals make sense, but for intradays, like fundamentals and technicals always work well. I do think. Is the music annoying? I can turn it off if you want. It's just nicer to have than dead silence. So, mate, I guess CPI online might be good. I'm not really sure. The neighbours. Song request. I wish I could. I have to play non-copyright because I had some DMB tracks that I really liked playing the other day, and after the stream it just flagged all of them for copyright. So I can only play non-copyrighted music, unfortunately. Otherwise, I'd have some really good tunes pumping, for sure. Because most of the non-copyright music's not that great, so... Oh, we're selling, are we? Napster. Who's Napster? Is that someone that was a streamer? I haven't heard of Napster. No, true. You youngling. That makes sense. I still remember back in my day, you had like LimeWire and stuff. You used to have to download music on LimeWire and then send it over to your iPod. Those were the days. Yeah, it feels so old. I'm getting old now, apparently. I'm closer to 30 than I am to 20. I was watching this video the other day, and there's these 18, 19-year-olds. They're like, oh, what's old? They're like, oh, anyone born in the 90s is old. And I'm like, oh, my days. Sad. Yeah, good man. Good man, Chris. Yeah, LimeWire, man. Those were the days. Could you flip this 15? Seriously, whole music downloading thing. There you go. Still a lot of years to trade. Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully. I'm the only one in the chat who doesn't know who Sean Parker is, apparently. $25 today. Go on, lad. Yeah, Nathan, that was the other good one. I don't want to say it on thingy in case it get flagged. Go on, Chris. Good lad. Oh, how's the sell-off? Right, we're grabbing the lows here now. Could we see... What was that arrow I had drawn at the start of the stream? It was like that. Which is, likely. If we wick these lows, 30 flip valid. Ready for some buys. Yeah, I think wait for confirmation as we do. Makes sense. You think here, like we discussed when we first jumped on, how many people you reckon would be trying to long with the stop losses below there? And what do we know once that liquidity gets taken? And then on the flip side, how many people would have jumped in short here with stop losses here? So these guys get taken out, go, oh, dang, now the market's got me again. And we go, sweet, we're on. Again, keep in mind the 30s. This is the new 30-minute candle pushing down. Yeah, I mean, if you start closing, yeah, I think closing back above here, close back above this level here, and you could look to execute. And what, yeah, similar to what you were saying before, Matt, a prime example here, if this started giving me confirmation of buys, I'd just go in and go, okay, this is a level that if this is a liquidity grab, price shouldn't need to go here. It's in line with my higher time frame. And I'll just take the trade and just risk off those lows. I've got clear highs to target. I've had what a liquidity grab is, and if that's a liquidity grab, price shouldn't need to go. So I'll literally, if this starts flipping, sometimes I'll just take the trade, risk off those lows. And then if it... if it ends up hitting the stop loss after it's flipped and driven, then it's like, well, it's still a good trade because it followed what you wanted to see, which it doesn't work 100% of the time. I think on my alpha funded account, my win rate was like just under 50. I think it was like 45 or 46% or something. I still pulled like a few payouts from that. So it doesn't need to work every time, which is the good thing. And again, just shows waiting. Like, yes, you could have caught these sells, but why take a punt that you never know? This could have just pulled back to here, 17 ticks, and then ripped. You don't know. We didn't really know it was going to come down here. But if this starts closing above, I'll just look at that at, okay, liquidity grab. This could be a place for a valid stop loss, because reality, if prices close back up here and then keeps driving back down there, you're probably going to, pump down to here. But if price keeps going, then sweet. Yeah, I'm the same. Like, sometimes I lose, Mikey, and I'm like, oh man, it's a loss. But I also find if you take it on the higher time frames, if you take this breakout and get stopped out, then you're more likely to wait for the next setup. Whereas on the 5 minute, you can just take back and forth, and get chopped up. And if you look at, here, say if you took this one and that stopped you out, 27 tick. But if you re-enter once you get a bit more confirmation, you've taken a 27 tick loss and then potentially a 80, 90, even 100 tick buy. So it won't work every time. Yeah. I think at one point, one of my stats, it was, I'm doing I'm almost done a 50K funded on my funded futures. I'm about $200 away just to give it a crack. And at one point, I think it's like 45% win rate, but my biggest win was like $800 and my biggest loss like $150. So it's like win rates sort of irrelevant in a way. Yeah, that's I wanted to try them out, Chris. Something different. So I'm close to it. I'll show you the very, very close. Very, very close. This is like I had a blowout day, bit of a blowout day, which was a mistake on my behalf, but I can't paste that image. How do I show you this? I don't know how to paste an image. But yeah, I had 974, 699, 138, then I had a negative 1200, 593, 654, 803 yesterday, and I'm at 2659 profit, so I need a $3 profit target, so I'm like $350 away. Gabe. Oh man, to be honest, you just take it. If you make profit, take it out. You just keep trading the same way that you've been trading it to get through the challenge. After 5 main tops of futures, use Alpha Capital. Yeah, no, I've only used Alpha Capital for FX, and they were great. They were processed within 48 hours. They were awesome. I did get a... I was trying to show you, I don't know if it's going to lag out the stream again. See if this, hopefully this doesn't lag out the stream. I did, again, I've still got like little combines. I've been experimenting too, just taking it at the liquidity grab and monitoring what happens. Just trading in line with that's an area that I'd like to see liquidity grabbed. Just trading in line with that. Oh yeah, it's not too bad. Something I've just been testing just on like combines, just as a different way to, you know, get an entry. Because then if you wanted to, you know, if you 10 ticks up or whatnot, you can already be break even then. This isn't on a funded or anything, it's just on a combine. As I said, literally just, if I switch back to here, just taking it, that I've had this level marked out since we jumped on, taking it as soon as we grab and just monitoring and seeing what happens. Just something I'm testing out as a way to refine, so it's not something I'm in. Yeah, I feel you, Dossie. I feel you. I had a Alpha Capital that I carved up on an NFP Friday, just going on tilt with gold and chunked out. Like, it was just stupid. It was stupid. So, yeah. Yeah, it's just something I'm experimenting with because, like, even yesterday, you know, I had this, where was it? I had this level marked out as a liquidity. So it's like when it gets taken, just execute and then manage and see. Again, it's very, like, it's almost it's a bit predictive and that sort of thing, but it's just testing levels that, you know, you have your analysis at and just taking it and seeing if it plays out. Because if you're taking the trade here, as soon as you start rejecting, you're already up 10, 11 ticks. You could go break even and manage it. But it's just like, could be another interesting way. I still was able to get, I've had a few combines that I got back when they launched Top Step X at $4.50, which I think I got one funded out of it, and I've just kept the other ones just to execute and muck around on, but yeah. What's that? 20 ticks. Could be a nice little play. Again, if you just look at it and you go, okay, maybe it's worth risking 20 ticks and then do it, but at the end of the day, you're the only one that can pull the trigger. Yeah, what's the hourly looking like? Yeah, it's still looking pretty strong, bearish. What's the advantage reason of having a multiple account? It just depends. Like Top Step, I still use to test things out, and then your fundeds. I mean, it's all the same. I really only got the couple of accounts. I've stopped trading personal for a bit, and then it's just, yeah, there's not really many. I guess it depends on the person. It's not really advantages, so to speak, of having multiple accounts, but it's just having different opportunities with funding or that sort of thing. But you're sort of just doing all the same stuff across them, I guess, if that makes sense. There's no real, I guess, advantage. Or some people have funded, some people have personal, but it's all just about, knowing yourself and focusing on not spreading yourself too wide with that kind of stuff. Yeah, it just depends, mate. I know some people like to take advantage of funding more than personal. Some people like to take advantage of personal more than funding. Just preference. I personally think I think it's a good tool to help build capital. But yeah, you still got to be able to trade, because they'd make so much money off all these challenges people buy for sure. Yeah, and obviously can't say to buy and sell, but for me, you could look at something like this as an area to risk off potentially. Yeah, for sure. The split is 90-10. Yeah, they are, man. And like for a lower, the investment's not a heap. You can get payouts. Like I think from my 25k account, I think I got like close to $4,000 in payouts on a 25k account, which cost me, what was that? I think it cost me like $200 Aussie, and I got like $4,000, close to $4,000 in payouts from it, which is just like mental. But I'm still on my journey, guys. Like, that's why I jump on with you. I'm not a six-figure guru, but it just shows, if you understand concepts and that sort of thing, then you just scale it up. This is gold, currency chart for gold. It's looking really nice now, that one. yeah, I mean, if you even wanted to refine your, what have we done? We've spiked down into a level where a lot of people will be buying from. We've got targets to the above. Oh, switch the screen. Spike down. Similar play to yesterday. That gives you your low to risk off. But yeah, it's up to you at the end of the day, I guess. You're the one's got to click buy and sell. I'm not a financial advisor, unfortunately. Rhythmic copy trading 20 accounts. Wow, that's a lot. This could be a good entry as soon as price grab liquidity. Yeah, just testing, executing it, and seeing how we go. I do that. Oh, 75 ticks. That's a 1500 for the day on Top Step. Yeah. So something that I've checked, it's not too laggy when I bring up the Top Step, because it was lagging last time when I was bringing up Top Step X, which was very annoying. Hopefully not. Yeah, it's probably laggy, man. It's, for some reason... Hold on. So something that's... okay, it's not too laggy when I bring up the Top Step. Yeah, it is. I don't know why. Whenever it lags out my stream. I don't know why. It's very strange. Very strange. It's just when I bring up the screen, I don't know why. Yeah, it is. Nah, it's... It was a very nice push. See, if I transition to that, it'll start lagging again. Yeah, so strange. Nice, 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 nice. Very nice, guys. It was, again, the only thing you can control is risk. If that was a liquidity grab, gives you an area to risk off. How do you not get scared to give back gains? The beauty with how we trade, the setup's either there or it's not. I know over a long period of time the setup works. And if I lose, I know my loss is going to be small. I guess. I'm not really, I guess, scared, so to speak, of giving up gains. Obviously, money gets left on the table, but yeah, I wouldn't say scared. Is what it is at the end of the day. if the setup's there, I have to take it. I have to take it. And same thing, like I waited for this. We waited for this setup when we jumped on stream. We understood that there'd be stop losses below here. No, that's cool. That's cool, Marky. All good, man. So what I'm trialing is, for example, say if you got an entry, say here, like that. What I've been trialing rather than going break even is once this candle is the candle that pushed, I've been trialing moving my stop loss here and just leaving it there, because often, you know, it may not come back and grab the previous candle low. So it takes your risk from, say if you're targeting, like on a lot of the fundeds and challenges, you just target a 1 to 2. If you're targeting a 1 to 2 there and that's your stop, as soon as it starts driving, you bring your stop loss there, you've gone to a 60 tick. So one contract, that's $200 to $60, which makes you happy to leave the stop there. And if price is really going to spike up, come back and re-grab those lows. It probably means it's low volume or you don't want to be in the trade anyway. So that's something I have been trialing, but yeah, just trying to take a more fixed approach. More fixed approach. Because break even can be painful to go break even, but I find having it on lows of candles can sometimes be a little bit better. Yeah, I would have been open to it, Marley, for sure. Again, more so just this was a low I'd be happy to risk off, so any entry above these areas, there would be confirmation. Yeah, see, confirmation on the 5 minute, you could have taken any of these candles, which is also what I understand on the 30. If it's flipping above and it's, you know, 5 or 10 minutes into the 30, you've probably got some 5 closures, and more so just risking off those lows. Yeah, just experiment with different things, what works for you, Mikey. Like I said, I'm just trying, okay, if I know that, or not know because we don't know, but if gold can push up and not grab these lows, maybe I just try and reduce risk to there and then just leave it. And if it comes back down and spikes it, so be it. You can take, what, for 30 ticks, you could take like 6 losses like this and get 1 winner for 30 ticks and you break even. So it's just all about managing the risk, which is the only thing you can control. Trailing the current 5 too aggressive. Yeah, it depends. Depends. You obviously, as we know, candles have to form with a bottom wick before a top wick, so. But if you've locked in, like if you've got profit and you want to lock it in, lock it in. You're coming into a level of resistance here, so. Probably lagged the stream out, but still there on the top step, which ended up being decent. See if we're lagging or not. Yeah, it is. I don't know why it loves lagging on the top step. Don't know why. So strange. Because I've got it open. It's only when it flicks to the screen. Boom. Look at that push. And then these are your daily highs here, which we mapped out again before the session. So Took a small, what do we got? Small scale, hard to manage working. Yeah, good stuff, in it. Thanks for providing insights. Yeah, that's all good, guys. I love jumping on. Obviously, I can't provide advice, but just things I've learned over my time, which may help you guys. Listen to me ramble for an hour or two. If there's value. Locked in 2 Connies at 33 and 20. Awesome. The analysis needs to be, we didn't sit here and watch 5-minute price action. We sat, we chatted, got up, did stuff, went around. As soon as we saw what we wanted to, bang. And then that's as simple as it needs to be. Good stuff. 32. Nice, guys, nice. And that's why it's hard sometimes, like in the community of where was the entry, where was the exact entry. It's like sometimes, and again, it's just because I'd been trading the strategy for a while. Having those levels and how price moves, it's like it was more so letting your trade breathe, understanding where potential areas to risk off are, and then just adjusting your risk. Because say if that risk was 0.5%, you'd be happy to spike back down and drove low. You'd be cool. It's 0.5. Don't really mind. And that's the mindset you got to have with trading, that you're not going to win every one. The only thing you can control is your risk. So if you control your risk, then it takes the emotional side out of it, and it means you're practicing good habits and you're happy to let the trade run. Close 32 W's. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. Yeah, it's good. Beautiful. Holy crap, Chris. Good stuff. Good stuff, bro. Good stuff. That's awesome. Awesome. Wow. Awesome stuff. Good. Great work. Awesome stuff. I also I don't know if you can see, I also just passed my 50k eval on the my funded futures. Can you see that okay? Which is cool. So are we back? We back. Yeah, I think we're back. That's good. W's then. W's all around. This was a very nice trade. Very nice trade. Good work, guys. Good work. Let me be a furry. Don't mind me, guys. Just being a furu there for a second. Just jumped on a YouTube stream with the guys. You can see we took these lows close back above. These guys caught it to W's 15k. That was a amazing trade. Great work, guys. Simplicity and liquidity allows to target. Currently running up 57 ticks. You got an awesome. Beautiful. Great stuff, guys. Good work for executing. Great stuff. Nice, nice, nice. Cheers, Chris. Thanks for tuning in, mate. Thanks for tuning in. Fantastic session. Fantastic session. I'm back after being a furu. So I closed my top step one out for 1100, two contracts, about what 60, 55 ticks, which was nice. Cheers, Chris. See you, mate. Reason you and Aaron use trading view to evaluate trading rather than top step X. Just because it's the currency chart and it keeps, I guess it keeps it consistent and keeps it neutral. So I don't like looking at the gold futures chart and the currency charts. It's just, I don't know, it's just how we've done it, I guess. Trade show how much easier high time frames can be. Yeah, exactly. And it shows you, we waited on the higher time frame levels. We didn't jump into FOMO buys. We didn't jump into sells into the liquidity. We waited for the setup, take the lows. As soon as we start breaking above, gives you a valid risk point there, and then you've got clear highs to target up here and let volume do the rest. And yeah, absolutely awesome simplicity of it. So I'll try and do that without it lagging. But yeah, as I was saying before, we didn't FOMO into buys. We didn't worry about sells. We stayed patient and waited. As our buys came, took the lows, took the flip, and you had clear highs to target. And that's the power of higher time frame and the power of waiting. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Fantastic trade. Didn't FOMO in buys, didn't worry about the sells, waited for what we were expecting to see or hoping to see. Taken those lows as soon as we started flipping, clear highs to targets. So good session, guys. I'm going to jump off and make some lunch. But yeah, that's exactly why, you know, it does pay to wait. So higher level liquidity targets and just stick into a plan, staying patient and waiting for that trade. So I'm going to jump off, guys. Appreciate you all that tuned in. Drop a like for the stream if you can. And yeah, if you do have any questions, you can always shoot them across on socials. And yeah, another great stream will be on Friday again. So it was a great stream, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in and hope you all have a fantastic day. We'll see you on Friday.